kitchen and they go to that drawer where knives go to die, not because the knives are broken, but because they're dull. And you paid a lot of money for those knives once upon a time and you liked them, that's why you bought them. So wouldn't you like to breathe new life into those old knives and use them again and get more use out of them because you didn't pay them just to use them a few times? What if you also wanted to sharpen scissors or cleavers or pocket knives or the food processor blades? Solinge is our multi-blade knife and tool sharpener that will do both straight edge as well as serrated, pinking shears, pruning shears. That's a sickle, in case you're wondering. And it's going to make it super sharp, and it's tungsten carbide that's doing the work for you. You're going to hold the knife up like this. Then you're going to pick up your Solinge, and your fingers will never come close to the blade. Now, this knife is a bread knife. You can see that it's serrated. You're also going to see that the tungsten carbide sharpening portion of this is going to be flexible. So as it goes over this bread knife, it's going to move across those serrations. It's not going to level them out. It's going to sharpen each of them and make this a super sharp knife once again. In addition to that, you're also going to be able to do scissors. And there's this little removable blade if you want to sharpen things like your pizza wheel. How many of you have a pizza wheel that has become dull? Or a food processing blade? How about this? How many of us have taken a food processor and donated it or junked it because the blade became dull? Wouldn't it be nice to be able to sharpen it up again? We're going to help you do all of that with a product called Solinge. Joining us now live via Skype is Ann Dorrington Pender. She is a friend with the creator and has been with me live in our studios here in Westchester. She's joining us tonight live via Skype, and it's a pleasure to see you again.
And it's a pleasure to see you too.
So talk to us about this knife sharpener. Who is Solinge, and why should we be so concerned to bring this into our own kitchens?
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant because you can't make a mistake with it, number one. Number two, this will actually sharpen any blade you have in your home, whether it's your kitchen, your workshop, your garage, your shed, anywhere. And the nice thing about this is, like I said, you can't get it wrong, because on one end it actually shows you that it's scissors, on the other end that it shows you that it's a straight blade. So whether or not it's be a lovely big knife, it doesn't matter, or it could be the tiniest of, say, nail scissors, anything like that, you can sharpen it. And your hand is always protected. So like you've got it there, you just make sure that your knife is just flat on the surface.
Right.
You then just look at your Solinge and just see which one it is that you need. Then just work straight across. And that's all you have to do, just 3 times. And now that is totally sharp, which is fantastic. Now, the other thing with this as well, it was actually designed by a top Parisian chef because he needed something very quick. He needed it to be sharp, just so he can just grab whatever he needed and just go. So rather than using one of those steels, you know, those steels where you have to sort of have a degree in how to sharpen a knife,
yes.
Rather than use those, he thought, well, we need something really super efficient. Now, you do get a full set of instructions with this, but honestly, it's so incredibly easy. And if you wanted to, you even have a little QR code there, which means that you can just go onto YouTube, and there's got tons of different videos on there. But honestly, you really won't need to. Now, one little trick that I do want to show you, just to show you how well this works, and my cat is just going to walk straight across the camera. Minnie, go away. Not time for you.
That will be no sharpening for you.
No sharpening for the mini cat. Now, this is just an old credit card, and just to show you, it's not going to go through there. Now, I'm just going to take the Solinge, and I'm just going to take, now, which one do I want? It's not scissors, so I'm not going to use that side. I'm going to use the straight blade on this side. And then all I'm going to do is pop that right across there. I'm just going to do it 3 times. Super easy. And you can see all the little bits that have come off there. And then I can go straight through that cucumber.
Look at that.
That's how easy this works. It is so incredibly brilliant. You've got a choice of 3 colors as well. So you've got the green, the white, or the red. And then you'll see, well, what's this little bit here? Well, that's a little bit that you were showing earlier. And that one, you're going to use it for things like nail clippers, little tiny nail scissors. It could be something like your favorite cheese grater. It could be absolutely anything that you can think of around your house. And because it has the tungsten carbide blades on it, it will sharpen everything, which is just absolutely brilliant. And you also showed a pizza wheel earlier. Well, one of these, you sort of go, oh, it doesn't work anymore, I'll buy a new one. We don't want to buy a new one. Use this one. And all you're going to do is have a look here and just see which side you want to use. So you've got scissors on that side. It's not scissors, it's a straight blade. So I'm just going to hold it, and then always respect the blade once you have sharpened it, because they end up extremely sharp. And then just go right around, and before you know it, that's going to be just as sharp as it was the day you bought it. And you could have special knives that you've used for many, many years in your kitchen. And it could be something like, I've got a very large chopping knife, I suppose you would call it. It's just a really large kitchen knife. But this knife has been through 20 Christmases, 20 of my son's birthdays.
Oh my.
This was something that we were given 20 years ago, and I love it. The balance is beautiful. Why do I need a new one? I don't. All I have to do is just sharpen it. And like I said, you just hold it down like that, so it's nice and secure. Go across the top. That's it. Just do it 3 times. That's all you have to do, and that will bring that back. Now, you don't just use this in the kitchen either. You can use this in the garden. It can be the shed, whatever tools that you've got. And you're thinking, well, what is that? That is actually the blade off my lawnmower. And then you'll go, well, I'm going to need that shortly, because over here spring is on its way. And then what I'm going to do is, again, I'm just going to go for the straight blade, and I'm just going to go right across there. And you can, hopefully, you can see that started to shine just a little bit. I don't know if I can catch it.
Beautiful. We again have this in the red, in the white, and in the green, all ready for you to take those knives and any other blade in your home, scissors, serrated, straight edge, whatever you've got, and we're going to help you sharpen it all. Want to thank you so much, Ann. It's a pleasure having you back with us. Thanks for being here tonight.
See you soon.
Be well. All right, let's also talk about